Around 2000 BCE, Indo-European priests arrived in Anatolia to settle and establish a powerful empire in Asia Minor. Through the domestication of horses, the invention of the wheel and chariots, and the ability to produce iron and steel, they created a brilliant civilization, until they were ultimately destroyed and faded into oblivion. Anatolia was a land rich in natural resources, abundant with iron, copper, and naturally growing cereals. The Indo-European priests, along with nomadic groups, may have migrated from Eastern Europe, crossing the Bosphorus or passing through the northern Caucasus before settling in central Anatolia. In the land of the Hatti, from this place name, the people of this region came to be known as the Hittites. Once they grew strong, in 1595 BCE, the Hittites conquered Syria, Cyprus, and Babylon. Their strength and indomitable spirit enabled them to expand their influence as far as the sea. About 140 kilometers east of Ankara, Turkey, near the present-day village of Bogoskoy, lay the capital of the Hittite Empire, Hattusa, which flourished in the 13th and 14th centuries BCE under the reign of Suppiluliuma. In the ruins of Hattusa, archaeologists have discovered royal archives written in an Indo-European language, inscribed in cuneiform script. The site also contains remnants of 5 temples, a towering palace perched on a high rock, and a 6 kilometers long fortification wall. The gates of the city, especially the Lion Gate, are adorned with exquisite carvings. Among the preserved texts are detailed legal documents and a treatise on horse training written in cuneiform, the writing system of the Sumerians, which the Hittites adopted. By the 15th century BCE, the Hittites had also developed their own hieroglyphic script, used in religious texts and royal seals. However, many mysteries of this civilization remain unsolved. Perhaps the most remarkable discovery is a sanctuary carved into the rocks of Yazılıkaya, featuring 2 open-air chambers, located 1,500 kilometers from Hattusa. On a limestone wall, a bas-relief procession of 12 deities, depicted performing a springtime ritual, still endures. In the 14th century BCE, King Suppiluliuma I converted one of these chambers into a temple dedicated to his father, Tutmolia III, at Alarka Hoyuk, north of present-day Bogoskoy. Archaeologists found 2 superimposed cities, one belonging to the ancient Hatti and the other to the Hittites, who eventually conquered them. These 2 peoples, despite their linguistic differences, coexisted as neighbors for a time before the Hatti were fully absorbed into the Hittite realm. Numerous royal tombs from the Hatti nobility, dating from 2300 to 2000 BCE, have been unearthed. The deceased were buried alongside their most valuable possessions. Among the discoveries were golden artifacts, crowns, diadems, and vessels, and bronze objects, a 52 centimeters tall deer figurine, silver inlaid staffs, bison, and leopards. The city gates, dating back to 1400 BCE, were guarded by colossal sphinx sculptures carved into stone pillars. Hittite religious beliefs were influenced by neighboring civilizations, including Babylon, the Hurrians, and Syria, yet their artistic creations bore a distinct identity. Their gods radiated power and brilliance. Residing in cities and temples, the king served as both a ruler and high priest, sharing responsibilities with other priests in tending to the gods, bathing them, dressing them, and entertaining them with music and dance. As the divine representative of his people, the king was deified upon his death. The Hittites played a crucial role in introducing domesticated horses to the east, sparking a revolution in transportation. Before this advancement, transport methods were rudimentary. For instance, a solid wooden wheel discovered in Mesopotamia from around 3500 BCE was simply attached to ox-drawn or onager-drawn carts, primarily used for carrying goods to palace or temple storage. For longer distances, loads were often carried on animals' backs or even on human shoulders. The domestication of horses led to the development of a groundbreaking innovation: lightweight war chariots with spoked wheels, as depicted in contemporary reliefs. A notable example is found in the temple at Abu Simbel in Upper Egypt, where a mural illustrates the chariot battle between Pharaoh Ramesses II and the Hittite king Mu'tali at the Battle of Kadesh. In this battle, the Hittites deployed nearly 2.500 chariots, manned by 7.500 warriors. It was not until 1000 BCE that horses were ridden, and saddles only appeared in the 4th century CE. The Hittites surpassed other contemporary civilizations in military strategy, reinforced by their monopoly on iron production. At that time, iron was considered a rare and valuable metal. Egyptian pharaohs received iron objects as gifts from the Hittites. In the 12th century BCE, the Hittite Empire collapsed after continuous wars against seafaring peoples and Indo-European barbarian tribes. However, the Hittite legacy endured in Neo-Hittite states in northern Syria and eastern Anatolia until the 7th century BCE. Despite its former brilliance, the Hittite civilization faded into such obscurity that even the renowned Greek historian Herodotus who visited Anatolia in the 5th century BCE, made no mention of the Hittites in his writings. It was not until the 19th and 20th centuries that archaeologists uncovered and illuminated the lost secrets of this once great civilization.